What's going on, everyone? Taylor Kyles here from CLNS Media alongside Brian Hines from Pat's Pulpit here from the first day of Patriots OTAs. In this video, we're going to be diving into the wide receivers. Now, at the beginning of practice, Maye noted that Kendrick Bourne, who ended last season with the torn ACL, is not expected to be on the field for OTAs as he continues to recover. And that opened up some opportunities for other players. It looked like on the field that Tyquan Thornton was the Patriots' top X receiver as he aligned more to the outside of the formation, with K.J. Osborn, the free agent signing who recently played with the Vikings, serving as the team's primary Z receiver. We also did see Pulpit mix in with the starting unit from time to time, but it was pretty interesting seeing how that rotation worked out without Kendrick Bourne. Now, Brian, what did you think of the rotation, and what did you see from these guys on the field?
It's about what I expected on day one. Again, it seemed like it was a big veteran. The veterans lead off the reps, right? So you saw Tyquan Thornton, you saw K.J. Osborn, and then the rookies kind of mix in behind. But, you know, talking about Tyquan, he buffed up this offseason. He wanted to add a lot of muscle. He said he wanted to play around 190, so maybe get up to about 200 right now so you can play at 190 pounds throughout the year. I thought he still looked a little skinny, especially in that lower half. So how's that going to translate when the contact starts? He mentioned the injuries have come in the past when he hits the ground. So it's still kind of a question mark how he's going to hold up, even though he did put on some weight there. K.J. Osborn was about what you expected. I think he had about one drop early in the session, but, you know, that's here nor there on day one. So interesting to see how this kind of continues to shake out. Again, Maye said reps might look different tomorrow than they look today, so maybe that opens the door for Javon Baker. Maybe Jalen Polk gets elevated more, but today it was the vets and it was Tyquan Thornton and K.J. Osborn.
Yeah, and some other guys you saw in the rotation, Jalen Reagor was the top primary X receiver when you saw Tyquan Thornton out of the lineup. Also, Boutte was the guy that stood out at a couple moments in the practice for both good and bad reasons. There was a point early in practice where Boutte drew some praise from assistant wide receivers coach Tiquan Underwood. There was also a deep play where Maye aired it out and he was able to track the ball. May have tripped as he was trying to make the grab, but did end up coming down with it. But there were also some opportunities where in team drills, it looked like there was a point where he may have gotten locked up on a rep, and another one where he slipped out of his break. So inconsistent day, but still, with someone with Boutte's talent level, it is nice to see that he's at least making an impact, although it is important to say, with the Patriots passing game, it wasn't the cleanest day. Now, you don't expect that, especially for a team learning a brand new offense, really the early days where the defense has an advantage just in terms of continuity out there. So not a very clean day. You saw receivers slipping. There were some drop passes. You want to see them improve for sure, but as we're going to say in a lot of these videos during the OTA sessions, you got to take it with a grain of salt. It's more about improving than what they're actually able to show on the field at this point in the session. But, Brian, anything else that you want to throw out there before we wrap up?
Patience, yes. But last thing, we talked to JuJu Smith-Schuster after practice. I mean, he's the big money contract in this room. They have 11 players in this room. They just drafted 2 rookies. What's JuJu's role after obviously a disappointing first season with the team? He said last year he played pretty much 60% with that knee injury, which cost him the last 2-3 weeks of the regular season as well. He said he's much healthier this year. He's much closer, or at 100%, I believe he said, entering this OTA. So maybe a healthier knee, a healthier offseason for JuJu. Maybe it leads to better results on the field for Smith-Schuster there.
Yeah, and we did see some flashes from JuJu late last season. In his game against his former team, the Steelers, the last game that he played last season, we did see some of the things we were hoping to early on. You saw some yards after catch ability, him winning on a contested deep ball. So we've kind of been leaving JuJu Smith-Schuster out when it comes to how this receiver room is going to shake out. But now that he's saying he is at 100%, he's probably someone that you want to keep on your radar just to see if that progress does continue. Notable, though, he wasn't part of the starting lineup. K.J. Osborn, who's new to the team, again, was the team's top Z receiver, which is where you expect to see JuJu, although he did work into the rotation. Make sure to subscribe to Patriots Press Pass for all your Patriots news and updates on YouTube. And for all our written work, make sure you check out clnsmedia.com.